with the historical museum folks who have the authority to manage the prison, and they wanted help.
And that was the block party?
Yes.
Okay,
Saturday
yeah.
they were doing the big bash at the big house, and then Sunday was going to be the block party. Okay, so the historical museum said, well, since you guys know the vendors, we can integrate them and you can help us bring the people here for this block party. So Collins Street and LEDA, LEDA, which is the Latino Economic Development Association, we teamed up together, we got vendors and getting the community to come out. We went through the whole process as it's laid out. We've checked all the boxes. And then at the 11th hour, we get a call from Mr. Caparelli that they're canceling it for us. And we're like, well, why? So we had, Collins Street had to give back refunds to the vendors that were scheduled to come out, that paid a deposit. And they said two reasons. It can't be free and it cannot be a political rally. We said it's not a political rally and the vendors are paying a fee, and I'm not sure how the proceeds were going to go. Tanya, how was that?
Museum was keeping all proceeds.
Museum.
Collins Street was not getting any financial.
So the museum was going to make the proceeds on this, not Collins Street nor LEDA. Right.
Okay.
So then Collins Street asked for a meeting with LEDA, with the city manager, to explain to us what happened. We've been working with the museum. They're in charge of this. They have a memo of understanding with the city to manage the prison facilities. We've been working them for 2 years. What happened?
And obviously this was a hot button issue for the citizens who came tonight. I think like 5 out of 6 or roughly right about there spoke on this issue. So obviously it's very important to the community.
Well, because it's on District 4 and 5. Again, it's the same districts are constantly being segregated, oppressed, however you want to call it. It's ugly. And when you shun one group, you shun both. You shun the black and the brown communities, again, from access. It's about access. It's about access to economic development. It's about access for equality. It's about access for social justice. There's a lot of underlying factors here. So that's what happened. We met with Mr. Caparelli, and when I say we, I meant the museum folks, Quinn Adamowski, Greg Preberbolt, Tanya, Amy, myself, the folks from LEDA, which is Mr. Paramo, and with Mr. Caparelli. Mr. Odekirk never showed his face, and he was supposed to be in this meeting, and he never came. And we asked him, can you explain to us in your words why this is being canceled? What are we going to tell our vendors? And he said the two reasons. It cannot be free and it cannot be a political rally. And I'm not going to talk about the second issue, okay? I'm just not going to talk about it. So he lawyered up and said, I'm not talking about the political. It's not a political rally. It's a block party to get vendors in here to see this prison, to get them exposed, giving people access. The community, it's engagement. And it's part of the District 4 and 5 study. It's to engage community, to build community.
The District 4 and 5 study?
Yes.
Can you real quick give a
Sure.
quick
And I'm gonna
synopsis
ask
of
I'm
that?
going to ask Ms. Betty Washington to help me with that, because she was also the quality of life.
Okay,
Was,
go ahead, please.
Right. The Quality of Life Task Force was formed back in 2007. And during that time, the city, which is a different regime, they're all gone, but they funded hiring consultants. And those consultants met with residents of the city council districts 4 and 5. They spent over $300,000 for these consultants to come in. And if you go on the City of Joliet website, there's still the quality of life plan on there. And that was to improve the quality of life of residents 4 and 5, districts 4 and 5, because they had been excluded, and it's predominantly the black and Hispanic communities. And so there was a list of from education, healthcare, transportation, jobs, social economic development, where a select part of Joliet has been excluded. And so with the block party being canceled at the last minute, and with the city manager, I wasn't there, but my understanding is that he said it was too cultural, or if he allowed them to have it, then they would have to allow the outlaws, which are you comparing a community organization to a known terrorist organization?
And the
So
KKK. He
to
said
me,
it.
that was an
And the KKK.
uneducated and a very divisive comment to make. So that's why the NAACP, we're the National Association of Advancement of Colored People. That's all people of all colors. So we support our Collins Street, the Reedswood, the East Side neighborhood councils.
Park.
As a matter of fact, the neighborhood councils basically were formed under that quality of life task force to address issues in certain neighborhoods.
Well, maybe, prayerfully, we'll see a change of heart sometime soon.
We hope so.
We've been waiting 14 years. We've been
Thank
waiting
you.
14 years since we did the study.
We've actually been waiting